We're back out in the New Forest, and it is the official end to the ground nesting bird season. The birds that come to the forest every year to breed have completed their breeding life cycles and would have returned to their overwintering areas locally, or the ones that travel a bit further would have gone on their migration routes back to their wintering grounds. We've had a really, I would say, steady breeding season this year. The weather's been pretty kind, I would say. We've had extreme weather patterns before, and I'm sure we'll get them again. But this year we started quite cool and quite wet. But it was a pretty, I would say, average summer, average rainfall, ideal breeding conditions for a lot of the species. This year we've seen a marked improvement on the success of breeding waders, namely curlew and lapwing. Nest survival rates have been really encouraging this year. I'm incredibly proud of what our New Forest Keeper team has delivered in terms of wildlife management, and our recreation teams have been there to support us to deliver this work at the same time, which has been fantastic. This is the first year this year that we've seen a positive move forward with breeding success of our waders, so we really need to go the extra mile next year. We want to see that go the next step further, so there's still lots of work to do on that, but it's really encouraging that these birds have responded to our specialist work that we've been doing this year. The nightjar seem to have fared okay. They're certainly not out of trouble. I think there's still likely that there's a decline this year, a small percentage in what was last counted 5 years ago, but we've got to look at these in the longer term trends anyway. The forest is a super special place for Dartford warblers. It was pretty much the only place that they were left here at one point in time in the last century. And they can be affected by a whole range of issues, particularly cold winters. The warblers actually stay here over winter, so it's really important that they can get their insects over winter. So if you get a mega frozen winter and there are no insects and no availability of food, that can have a big impact. So we're really pleased that the Dartfords have actually done very well. The survey would indicate that the numbers are up this year, which is great news. This is the start of a journey to try and rescue those populations and move things forward in a positive way. What I'm extremely excited and enlightened by is the support that we've got from locals, from the stakeholders, from the commoners, from local communities that have got behind our campaign. We're extremely appreciative of what the National Park Rangers, the Forestry England Rangers and the seasonal rangers have done to help us have the time to be able to concentrate on conservation in the forest. It's just a start, and we need to do everything we can going forward. We're already planning next year and what we're going to do and how we're going to improve it, and we're taking on board people's feedback. And really, we need to do absolutely everything we can to ensure the survival of these amazing birds that we've got here in the forest.